Now let us try to check one different component which is related to view. So view switcher and view animator we have. So let's first check what is view switcher. So view switcher is nothing but a switching component which switches one view to another view into the view or into the surface view. Okay, so let's try to add two views here into the view switcher, and so let's add one view. So for example, if this is image view, and I will give match parent, sorry, wrap content, and above the image view I will add one view which is text view. Okay, this is match parent and hive will be wrap content, and here I will add one text. So this text, it will be named as product 1. Okay, and text size, I will write text size as 20 sp. Okay, and gravity will be center. So now this image view, I will need to add image to this image view, and I will write drawable foreground. Okay, so this is one view into the view switcher, and this is one view into the view switcher. See, you cannot see the image view here. The reason is view switcher will show you one view at a time. If I remove this and if I replace this, it will give me another view. Okay, but right now here what I will do is I will put width as match parent and gravity to center. Okay, so that the view will be shown at the center exactly. Okay, now here, okay, well, let me change this to the center view, which is width is match parent, height wrap content to, I will write it top. Okay, so now I need a button. To switch the views. So I will write button. Okay, width will be wrap content, height will be wrap content. Okay, and gravity will be centered. Okay, and the text I will add is switch view. Okay, and now I need to add the ID, because I need to set the on click listener, and for that I need the ID so that I can get the reference using find view by ID, and then I can set on click listener. Okay, so this is button. I will write button equal to find view by ID r.id dot button and button dot set on click listener, and this callback will override on click method. Now this is my view switcher. I need to give ID to this view switcher also. I will write vs. Okay, so I will write the ID as view sw1. Okay, so I will take view switcher vs as vs1 as the name of this view. vs1 equal to find view by ID r.id dot view sw1. Okay, now on clicking this view switcher, on button, my view switcher needs to change the view to image view first. It will show me text view, right? So here what I need to do is, okay, first of all I will change this to wrap content, because my button will not be visible anymore for that. And I will also give margin 20 dp. Okay, so I want to switch that view. So to switch that view, I have a method from the view switcher class. Okay, I have a method from the view switcher class. See, whatever methods you want to find, you need to check the documentation of view switcher. Okay, you need to check the documentation of view switcher. There you will find each and every methods which are commonly used by the developers. Okay, every method you will get from the documentation which are commonly used by the developer. Okay, so there is a method called show next. Now if I press Ctrl Q here, it will fetch the documentation. Android Studio will provide you a documentation, a shortcut key Ctrl Q. If you come onto that command, if you provide your cursor and if you press Ctrl Q, it will show you the documentation. You don't need to go to the web browser to find it. Okay, so this is the documentation provided by this. Now there they are showing that there is no enough data for the documentation, that is why it is not showing. But I know show next method we can use, which will switch the view to the next, which will trigger the view to the next. So first we have text view and then we have image view. Okay, we have reset command also, we have get view command also. So let's try to run this application and let's see how it works. So our application is running now. So this is the switch view button. If I click on it, it will show me the image view, and if I click on it again, it will show me the product 1. So like this you can add views here, you can add multiple views also, and you can do view switching from here. See, what is the use of view switcher? It is obviously not used for single components like this. It is used for complicated layouts. For example, suppose you change a theme of your application, or suppose your requirement is show different kind of views. For example, if you provide round buttons with round corners, or if you provide buttons with no corners, or if you want to provide buttons with different images, okay, or if you want to show multiple images, then by clicking on this button your image will change, right? So you can have multiple things like image with no borders, image with borders, image with different color. Okay, so that is why view switcher will be used. Now one thing you can use here is additionally you can use animations here. So let's try to add in and out animations. See, whenever you push that button, it will switch to the next view, but whenever you're switching to the next view, first in animation and then out animation will be executed. So let's try to add animation object here, animation in anim, and I will write animation utils. We have a class in Android which is animation utils to load the animations dot load animation. Here we need to give the context, and then we will use by default animations provided by Android SDK. Okay, so android.r dot anim dot. Now let's check. We have slide in, fade out, slide in left, slide in right. Okay, so we will use slide in left for this. Okay, and this animation now we will provide it to view switcher. Okay, vs1 dot set in animation, and here we will provide in anim. Okay, now let's try to run this application and see how it looks when we run it. Okay, so our application is running, and let me press that button once. Oh, and you can see this animation of slide in from left. Before it was not sliding in, before it was just appearing and disappearing, but right now you can see it is showing you slide in animation. Likewise, you can set slide out animation also. Animation out, there is a set in animation, set animation, set animate first view, and set out animation is also there. Okay, so set and out animation you can use also. Right now for in it is used, and for out also you can use it. Okay, for example, for out you can use slide out right. Okay, so let's see if I have slide out right. Yes, we have slide out right. Okay, so your view first it will slide out on the right side, and then the next view will come from the left side. So this is how we use view switcher, and we will use this view switcher in one of the live project in some other videos. One more view we have here, which is a view animator. So the difference between the view switcher and view animator is by default provided with the smooth animations. In view switcher normally you don't have animations, but you have to add them from the code. But in view animator you have by default animations, so it will show you smooth transitions whenever switching the views. So it is basically a view switcher only, but with the default animations. Also you can add the same kind of code to the view animator also if you want to change the animation of the view animator. I mean, if you want to change the default animation, you can do it from the coding like this. Okay, so let's have a look at other components. So this is how the view switcher works, and in one of the project we will see how the view switcher works in the real-time projects also.